yourself to the playoffs and ultimately to the Super Bowl, there's an empty feeling inside.
When that man talks, you want to be able to believe everything he says. Welcome into the den, everyone. For the first time in weeks, we have no football game for you. So we're hyping the Super Bowl because this is the week of hype. We kick it off here by talking about that guy. Bobby Ross, the new Lions coach, officially arrived last Monday and has his staff nearly in place now. Names like Larry Peccatello. You see the names there. They're the guys who are going to shape the destiny of the Detroit Lions. Let's welcome the panel today. Begin with former Lions quarterback Eric Hipple. And Eric, I guess your interview just did not go well.
No, it didn't go well.
Because they named Bobby Ross anyhow. Like you said, though, they'd have a press conference at 11 o'clock and a new coach would be named. It is not EH, though. It is BR, Bobby Ross. What's your initial take now? We've talked about it a little bit last week, but Bobby Ross is officially here, and you heard what he had to say. Is he a guy you trust, you believe? Did you buy a used car from that man?
I don't know if I buy a used car or not, but you know, he talked about that empty feeling, and I've got one of those great empty feelings because I never got to the Super Bowl, and I'm glad to see that that's all he's going to talk about.
Lions defensive back Ryan McNeil was the only player to watch Bobby Ross's acceptance speech at the Dome, but he's a free agent now. So it begs the question. Would you be willing to take this forum right now and say that you will stay here because Bobby Ross is here?
No.
Why couldn't you do that?
Because the situation had to be perfect for Ryan McNeil. I haven't even met the guy.
If or when you do, Ryan, you'll meet a guy who knows that pressure to win from the fans will come fast and furious.
You don't think I haven't been booed before? I mean, my wife boos me from time to time, okay?
Over at the Dome's main event restaurant, the reaction seemed unanimous. Ross can bring a winner to Detroit.
I really think Bobby might bring some of the discipline that we've kind of been lacking here.
Think you've been lacking it, huh?
No, I think so. I think so. And I think Bobby will bring the discipline to this team that we're looking for.
He's a man that can push his players to go to another level when it comes to playoff time.
I think having Bobby here and you know, getting the team turned around is definitely going to make me into more of a Lions fan.
You know, ever since Wayne Fontes was let go as coach and Bobby Ross was brought in, or at least the rumor of him coming here, I hear that the Lions ticket office has been inundated with calls, flooded with requests about season tickets for '97. Best way to find out, let's check with the folks inside. While I'm here, I might even grab a couple of ducats for that big Bears game. You never know.
Usually in the off-season, we're completely dead, but right now the phones are ringing quite a bit, so that's a good reaction, though.
Well, you're here today. Why are you here today?
To get tickets for the Monster Truck Show.
Oh, you're here for the Monster Truck Show, not for the Lions.
No.
Well, not everyone has heard of the Bobby Ross era yet.
This is the new Lions look.
So cool you got to wear shades.
You got to.
In Pontiac, Mark Wilson, Fox 2 Sports. Wayne Fontes said his first practice would be most difficult. After an off-season of tragedy, the Lions head man rode in and got it over with.
Kind of walked off by myself, and I realized something, that it's going to be hard more than one day. It's going to be hard the rest of my life, the rest of my coaching career.
It was kind of a tough day for everyone. Thoughts of Andelsek, Utley, and Len Fontes were in every kick, every drill, every pass, every Barry Sanders run.
It's too bad that we couldn't just, like, take the year off, you know. I don't know, to just show some type of a homage.
But for somebody that happened to, that you do know and you practice with, and his locker is right across from you, it really hits home. And it's something that, personally, I'm not going to forget. But I do know I've got a job to do, and the job must be done.
The other story here on this first day of Lions camp involves the guy who is not in his red jersey today, and that is Rodney Peete. His contract situation is now well publicized and well known, and it means that Eric Kramer, for the moment, is the Lions' #1 quarterback.
But it's hard to really worry about all positioning and, you know, who's who and who's where and who's what number. You just got to go out and hopefully you get the respect you deserve and you just go from there.
Pete is working out at a local high school, could be signed soon, but for now, practice has begun, and that is the best news for this team since they won the NFC Central title. Outside the Silverdome, Mark Wilson, TV2 Eyewitness Sports. This was day 2 of the Lions camp in Pontiac. A few miles away at Andover High School, another more exclusive camp is underway. You've got to be a holdout. The participants, Rodney Peete and Mike Farr.
It's an uncomfortable feeling. It's a situation that I've never been in before, being a guy that's held out of camp. You know, when you get out and you get hurt, it seems like you've been not playing for like about 2 years, and that's the way it feels for me, so I'm anxious to get back in there.
Pete hasn't played since that fateful day last October 27th when he injured his Achilles tendon against Dallas. Rodney's healthy now and wants to be compensated like a starting quarterback.
I've worked my butt off for the last 10 months trying to get back and get ready to go, and I'm so ready to go right now, and I'm so anxious. So, you know, hopefully we can get this resolved real soon.
Both Pete and Farr will not talk about specifics of the contract, but suffice it to say that they believe they are close to signing. And that is good news, because the former USC star and the former UCLA star do not believe holding out is like a day at Bobolo Island.
I can tell you right now that this stinks, man, you know, but I'd definitely rather be out there.
In the last 3 years that I've been here, I mean, I think I can clearly say that I've been one of the most underpaid quarterbacks in the league, and I feel like I'm doing them a favor, because if I would have stayed healthy, I've been asking for about $3 million. So.
In Bloomfield Hills, Mark Wilson, TV2 Eyewitness Sports.
It's been often said, I've heard some men say, you're not a man if you cry. Well, I've said it, you're not a man if you don't cry.
And the emotional Lem Barney expects to have the tear ducts working overtime Saturday in Canton, Ohio, the day he is honored for 11 NFL seasons, all with the Lions.
You strive for championships and divisional championships and maybe Super Bowls now. But if a person ever comes into the league dreaming about getting into the Hall of Fame, he's having a nightmare.
His 7 Pro Bowls, 56 interceptions, and numerous other achievements are reflected in his own football shrine at home. Barney has always been more than just a great football player, great community guy, and even though he is still hobbled by a tennis injury, Lem can't wait for the induction ceremonies.
And I never was able to adorn the index finger signifying number 1. But come January 25th this year, when they made the announcement that I was going into the Hall of Fame, I knew that I was a champion. Never a winner, but a champion.
And as Lem Barney, number 20 for the Lions, gets set for his big moment, he had a special rap for all his fans.
My name is Lem Barney. I went to Jackson State, not to Notre Dame. Now look who's going to the Hall of Fame. Don't mean to brag or boast, but I grabbed the most. When I picked off a pass, I went coast to coast. Namath, Starr, Bradshaw, and Harris, when they threw it in my area, they all got embarrassed. Boom, boom, boom.
Don't even bother looking it up in the books. The bye week has never won an NFL game. But have you seen the latest TV2 line? The Lions are 2-point underdogs to the bye week.
All right, let's say the line was 2 points against the bye week. Could you kick that game-winning field goal?
What? Ain't that difficult? I mean, right now we have a hard time playing against the air.
Win the bye week? Win the bye week and you got it going.
That shouldn't be a problem.
I'm looking for 2 for the bye week.
What would you like?
Boy, I don't know. What do you got available for the bye week?
Well, we've got plenty.
Great. 80,000 available and not a ticket to be found. No matter how hard you try.
You got 2.
Probably be blacked out again, too. Hey, this bye week's tough. Even has Wayne frazzled.
I took over a team that was in shambles. Take a look up there, 57. Don't blame me for all those blank years. Just look at what we've done.
Talking about Chicago, and that's the #1 goal right now, and that's the one to get us going and get us on a roll.
Well, then I pick you to win the bye week.
All right, I appreciate that.
This team believes what we're doing, and I believe in what we're doing. And we got 10 games to go. So let's get fired and let's go eat.
Well, I was reminded that the bye week is an off week. That's a chance for the Lions to regroup, rest up, think about what they've done wrong the first 6 weeks. Get ready for the Chicago Bears. If there is no game, the Lions can't lose the bye week. Yeah, right. And I'm Joe Montana. At the Silverdome, Joe Montana, TV2 Eyewitness Sports. Fonz waited for his defense to stop him, and waited, and waited. It never happened. Let's face it, if the Bears are going to have sustained drives of 9 minutes and 12 minutes, you're not going to win many games. In fact, we got word at one point that the Lions offense left the stadium, went to Gino's East for Pizza, came back, couldn't believe the defense was still on the field. There simply wasn't much for these Lions fans who came all the way down here to cheer about, at least on the field. What does this do now to the season?
Have to check with Coach Fox. All the years that I've coached here now, this is as frustrating as I felt after a game.
Forget frustrated. 5 and 6 tells you that. How about physically beaten?
We didn't play. We played like crap. Just got our ass kicked.
What I say is what is, and we got a rear end kick today, and that's the bottom line. I face it.
60 minutes of football and nothing positive?
None. I don't see any.
I guess the only positive thing is we get 4 days and we get to play again.
That's the Bills at the Dome on Thanksgiving. But quite frankly, we saw the turkey 5 days early. In Chicago, Mark Wilson, TV2 Eyewitness Sports. Now, the last thing the Lions wanted to do was practice outside. Horrible weather, tough to throw, and it didn't make anyone happy.
It's very windy outside, and it's cold. This would be a great day to go outside if you're playing against the Jets in New York.
Why were the Lions outside? Only one reason.
Welcome to the Voodoo Lounge.
Rolling Stones Voodoo Lounge Tour in town all week. Concerts Thursday. The Dome is theirs exclusively.
Welcome to the Voodoo Lounge. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Muy bien, gracias. Harry, welcome to the Voodoo Lounge.
Voodoo? I don't play it. I have different religions.
Welcome to the Voodoo Lounge.
I ain't never heard that now.
Don't you call this place the Voodoo Lounge?
Mine, man.
It's the Voodoo Lounge this week, you know. See, Stones are here. See, bueno. Welcome to the Voodoo Lounge.
Oh, it's so lovely.
Maybe lovely for Mick, Keith, and Charlie, but not a group of 6-6 Lions with another must-win on Sunday.
That makes sense. You got a Green Bay practicing indoors. We're going outdoors. That's how dedicated we are.
Mick, he's doing that to you, you know.
You got that right, baby.
That's going to hurt us some. We'll work on our running game.
Unless, Wayne, you know the words to Tumblin' Dice. At the Voodoo Lounge, Mark Wilson, TV2, Eyewitness Sports. Herman?
Sí, hasta luego. Adios.
I think we're in a good position.
I think, like you said to me, your Christmas was a pretty good day and a mediocre night, huh?
Yeah, it was real frustrating watching the game, and it just seems like things weren't going well for us offensively, and I hope the Vikings win.
Hope the Vikings win tonight?
Yeah.
Want to play the Vikings?
It doesn't matter to me, because I'm not going to play.
Wouldn't you rather see, though, your boys play the Vikes and the Packers? Packers are red hot.
Yeah, I think I would rather play the Vikings, I think.
Give me an early New Year's resolution.
An early one.
Week away here. That's not much of a resolution.
How about the Lions in the Super Bowl?
Okay, that's good. That's next year. And what'd you get for Christmas? Anything nice?
Do you really want to know?
Yeah.
You sure?
I think the folks at home would like to know.
Well, it's sitting outside.
Oh, is it drivable?
Only when it snows.
But how about Herman Moore? Can I use the word incredible? Can I please use it? Thank you. I mean, the cat did break all sorts of records this year, including the biggie, most catches by a receiver in NFL history. Of course, Chris Carter nabbed the mark, last season, but 123 for the big fella out of Virginia was good enough to even write on the blackboard in the locker room last night. Nice Christmas present for a good guy in the room and a guy who was on the cusp of becoming the best in the game.
No one has done what you've done. Tell me about that.
Well,
Come on.
if I have the opportunity to reflect, feels pretty good.
That would be reflecting.
Yeah, feels pretty good. It was something I definitely didn't have my eyes set on at the beginning of the season. I just wanted to go out and be a consistent player and make plays. I guess this is the way you get rewarded.
Sure is, Herman, and more will still have to wait before we crown him King Herman, ruler of all receivers. Why? Because there is still a guy named Rice. You may have heard about him. He ain't half bad.
Oh, watch. Are you going to play Santa Claus is coming to town?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just for Benny Blades, okay?
All right.
Here we go. Santa Claus is coming to town.
Checking it twice, gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Santa Claus is coming to town.
What do you wish for?
What do I
Outside
wish
of
for?
10 wins.
Man,
Christmas, man.
New train set. Checking it twice, gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Santa I've been naughty, so I'm not getting anything.
Jump with me, Benny.
Wish for a Super Bowl ring.
What finger would that go on there, Brett? You get rid of that ring for it?
Get rid of that ring. Not
That
this
finger.
ring. No, not that ring. I think I put it right here.
By the way, I got a big cigar for Wayne. Think you'll like that? This is his present. I got the cigar for Wayne.
Hey, look, don't give him nothing until we win the game tomorrow.
Hey! Game day in Tampa. Nothing like it. All right, what are you doing to me?
I'm giving you a lovely Hooter tattoo.
A lovely Hooter tattoo.
I'm a professional. Do not try this at home.
How's my Hooter tattoo? Is it all right?
It's great. It's the best.
Am I hootered up?
You are hootered.
All right, this is what happens when they hit the target. Listen to this.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Those guys will do anything to hear that. Hey, Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas,
It's 7 7 in a row to finish the year.
First of all, Merry Christmas to Detroit.
Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year. We're going to have a very good New Year.
Merry Christmas, huh?
Yeah, Merry Christmas. What's this? You're not married, are you? Are you
No.
married? Okay, can we turn to the left, please? Look at this. Where has he been? Looks like it says Hooters.
Face and I can't get it off, Johnny.
She stuck it on your face, and you can't get it off.
And I can't get it off.
She put it on your face, and you can't get it off.